Okay. Hi, Sister team. I'm gonna try to explain you this prototype that is the arrival report. I think we already sent you, but anyway, I'm gonna send you again. So the part of this arrival report is in purchases report arrival report. So your first question was that there is three screens. Remember that we already uh, given to you an access to our current system, that is also system, and this is the current arrival report. So we had here a large, really large grid. So yeah, in this design I put like here a scroll bar, and with this scroll bar we can move to the complete grid, just like this. Okay, perfect. So we had here three tabs. We already use tabs in, for example, if you look on B2B, you can look on payments, and we already use tabs. So if you want to implement based on payments. So yeah, the scroll bar, the three screens are available. So okay, and when we see the details of every actually this one is a purchase. You already done that part of purchase orders. Is in this. So if you click here, it shows you the details, and it shows a lot of dates. So I'm gonna explain you every okay. Factory, you have to use the API of purchase order, the orders. Remember that you already put the factory in orders, so you have to put here in the arrival report all the orders of purchase order that you already done. So you have to use that the API of purchase order and purchase order details. So yeah, we have here the factory. The factory is on the order as the same as PO, SKU, the tentative arrive date, the pieces, the descriptions, and the CVMs, the amount, the cost. Okay, and yes, and all of these dates, you're gonna put the date by clicking. Let me see. Okay, sorry. Yeah, this one. Okay, here in the actions, you already use actions for costing, I think. So this is another action, upload current evidence. So if you click here, it opens here the a dialog that you already done. Here you can upload images, documents, whatever document that you want to upload, and you have to convert to base 64. You already done this with the images, so please try to do it in the same way with all the documents. And only one thing is changing here, that we can display here the date. Of course, you have to put a calendar where you can select the date. You already done, I think. Yes, in orders you already done. So put here, please, a calendar to pick the date, and that date is important because, for example, if the next step that is here, it says I don't know, custom. Let me check. Okay. For example, yeah, when you pick the date, that day on that evidence that you upload here is gonna be the date that is on all of the on here. For example, in the next steps, it has to say the next step that you have to upload the document, so we can put the date. I mean, if here says, I don't know, upload PO, that is, so you have to upload the PO, that is a document, and pick a date, and that date that you pick when the next step or the status here, so that date that you pick when you upload the evidence, that date is gonna put here. So yes, and this is the order. I mean, from left to right, that's the order. For example, first of all, it has to be date of restocking, so you have to put a key upload restocking evidence in next step. So you click here, upload the current evidence. When you upload it, put the date, and that date is gonna put here, it's gonna be there. And then when you already update it, it changes. The next step of the status is the same, and you can use the entity of catalogs for the status or the next step. Okay, when you already put the date here in PO, in date of restocking, the next step is PO date, so you have to change the status to PO, to upload PO. When someone upload the PO evidence and select the date, that date is gonna be on there and change to the next step, that is gonna be production start date. So here is gonna be like upload production start evidence, and again the same, and for all of these dates is gonna be the same, exactly the same. So it's not that complicated. Just follow the order that is in the grid, this order with the dates. For example, here in amount, you don't have to upload the evidence. The amount is already on the purchase order, so you're gonna use that purchase order information to show this arrival report. So the rival report is gonna be how can I say, kind of resume, yeah, amount CVMs are already on the purchase order, manufacturing time, that okay, that is not on purchase order, but you can let's see. This one is missing on purchase order, so if you want to omit it, it's okay. Yeah, see, omitted this. So the order of the dates is the important, because it's gonna be the day, the steps that are going to follow the person who are using this module. And of course, when after revalidation request, that you have to, of course, oh, okay, after this revalidation request, and if the ATA it's like today, for example, but it is greater than today, you have to change the status of the next step to complete, and when it completes, it changes to this tab. For example, yeah, we don't have the complete, but it changed only the steps here. So there is some dates that you don't have to upload evidence. For example, the ATD, it's already on this on the purchase order as the same as ETA, sorry. And what others? CVMs, yes, and the forwarder, for example, here, forwarder is already on the purchase order. Yes, so that's the flow. You can also go to this arrival report that is on this link of the system, so you can figure it out how it works. But I think with this video you can understand better, and if it's not, please let us know, and we can program some meeting. So I think this is all. Oh yes, remember to check out this, please, because this is the flow. So it's kind of the same, actually it's practically the same. So if you want to go to this system.com purchases, and here is all of the flow. So here is the to upload current evidence, you have to load some notes, date. I think we didn't put notes here, but it's okay. So yeah, if you have any other question, please let me know, and we want to try to explain you better. So thank you so much, and see you later.